Hello and welcome to Horse Racing Ireland's 5 to Follow.
Go racing. Go online. GoRacing.ie. Horse Racing Ireland's official website.
This weekend, unfortunately, we've lost Fairyhouse to waterlogging, but we do have Punchestown on Sunday the 3rd of February, and it's a fantastic 8-race card featuring 4 graded races, so lots to look forward to there. Now, in last week's 5 to Follow, we had 2 winners out of 5, but one of them was Mala Beach at a well-priced 11 to 2, Martin. So can we go 1 or 2 better this week, do you think?
Well, let's hopefully we can do so, Sarah. As you say, Fairyhouse lost, unfortunately, but a good race, good racing at Punchestown. Some very, very good horses, some very good racing. So, I think, we have a reasonable chance of beating those 2 tips last week. And the first one I'm going to go for this week is in the 1250 race, which is the Racing UK Moscow Flyer Novice Hurdle, a Grade 2 event. There's 6 horses in this race, a very, very interesting race, and the one I'm going to go for is the no-meat trained Ned Buntline, who is the mount of Tony McCoy. Now, this one won well at Leopardstown over Christmas last time out, having earlier finished second to a good horse called Bright New Dawn at Fairyhouse. Now, we just take on some useful rivals here. Horse called Don Cossack, trained by Gordon Elliott, has to bounce back from a disappointing display at Navan last time, and also we have the likes of Muzzletoff and Starkey. But for me, I'm going to go with Ned Buntline to win. Now, moving on then into the 150 race, which is the Pertemps Handicap Hurdle over 3 miles. A big field here with 22 facing the starter. I'm going to go for another Tony McCoy horse here, a horse called Colbert Station, trained by Ted Walsh. This one won the Paddy Power Chase at Leopardstown in late December, which was a very good performance. But before that, I finished second in a similar type race at Navan over 2 miles and 7 furlongs. He does face some useful rivals on Sunday in the shape of Faham Moore and Dush Rembrandt, but I'm going to go with Colbert Station, and hopefully he can win for Tony McCoy. And now, Sarah, for third selection, what have you chosen? Well,
Martin, my third selection is relatively easy, and he's actually running in the feature race on Sunday, which is the 3:20 BoyleSports.com Tied Cottage Chase. And my selection is for the, of course, well-known Irish chaser sizing Europe for Henry de Bromhead. Of course, this horse has not been out of the first 3 in all 20 starts over fences, which is quite an amazing feat in itself. He's winner of the Queen Mother Champion Chase at Cheltenham in 2011. He's won multiple Grade 2 races as well, and he only faces 4 rivals on Sunday, and he's definitely probably going to be odds on and the one to beat. I suppose you could maybe put him in an exacta with Willie Mullins' mare Blazing Tempo, but it'll be a thrilling race to watch either way. And of course, it's a prep run, of course, for Cheltenham, and where he's probably going for either the Champion Chase or the Gold Cup, which remains to be seen. So moving on to our 4th selection then, which is in the 3:20, and that is the Dan Moore Memorial Handicap Chase. It's a Grade B, and I'm actually going for an English raider in this one from the Emma Lavelle yard, who's coming over from England, and that's Cool River. He was a great bumper and hurdle horse for Jessica Harrington a couple of years ago, and then he had the guts of 2 years break before coming back to finish second, first time out over fences at Wincanton in early December, and then was quite a remote third to Rajdhani Express at Kempton in late December. But I'd expect he's on a nice weight here, and I don't think she's coming over for the good of her health, so I'd imagine he would run a big race on Sunday. So for the 5th of our 5 to Follow, Martin?
Yes, indeed. The last one this week is in the 3:50, the Michael Fitzpatrick Memorial National Trial Handicap Chase. Now, this race is over 3 miles and 5 furlongs, so stamina is most important here. And the one I do like is a horse called Muraku, trained by John Joseph Hanlon. He was still travelling quite okay in the Tayestes Chase at Gordon last Thursday week when he came down at the 4th last fence. Now, before that, he'd won at Fairyhouse over this distance, so I think while he has to carry more weight on Sunday, he has a realistic chance of winning. Obviously, the likes of Willie Mullins' Vesper Bell and John O'Neill's Arbor Supreme, who was 4th in the Welsh National last time out, would be big dangers here, but I'm going to go with Muraku at a reasonable price, around 5 or 6 to 1. So next week, Sarah, we've another great couple of meetings to look forward to.
Exactly, Martin. We have the Hennessy Gold Cup at Leopardstown, where Tidal Bay, Flemenstar and Sir de Champ are set to do battle again, so let's hope all 3 of those declare for next Saturday. And then we also have racing at Naas on Sunday. So for more information on any of the racing, please visit GoRacing.ie, or you can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. So until next weekend, thanks for watching and see you then.